Hello, everyone's. I am here for the Oval Season 1, Episode 4. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So we starting off with Barry and Richard. There's, last thing we seen with them, they were fighting over the gun. This is where we start the episode off at. They're in a car, they're fighting over the gun goes off. Now, Richard's not hurt, Barry's not hurt, but this shows Barry that you don't need to be carrying a gun out here. Like, this is not what you want to do. Yes, we want to get your daughter back, but we don't want to get your daughter back and you either get killed or in prison behind this. So Richard tells him to go home, sit there with your mama. I gotta go to work. Now, as Richard is, about to take off, some woman comes running out the house talking about something. They shot him. Now, Tyler, do you want us to believe that the gun that accidentally went off went through this woman's house? Because I could see if, it went through the window and that's kind of like house level, but it went like towards the ground. So how was it? Are you trying to say this bullet hit? Because we didn't hear any other bullets go off. So this bullet that came from this gun that was in this car that was being held by Richard and Barry, that bullet went through the car at a low angle and was still able to shoot somebody inside of that house next there? Is that what you're telling us, Tyler? Okay. So Barry comes home with an attitude because his girlfriend needs the car to go to work. She needs to pay the bills. You know, I guess I don't know if he's working or not, but like, how are we gonna pay the bills? We already living with your mom and daddy. She needs to go to work instead of going to court with him. Now I guess being there for some moral support, but he's like, oh, so that's what you're trying to do? You trying to leave and go to work and you trying to be there for me? Well, no, you're not using my car. I'm like, oh, okay. So Nancy lets her use her car. You know, now Richard, he just spent the whole night looking for Barry, making sure he ain't doing nothing stupid, only to come home and have to go right to work and deal with the new first family and all the raggedness that they got going on. Yeah, it is a lot on him right now. Jean is the younger maid. She tells Priscilla the cook that she's getting a creepy vibe from Jason. Now I forgot to put that in my review last week. That he was being extra creepy. Like, where did you live at? Like, where at? I would like to see the quarters where you live in, like, so I could sneak in in the middle of the night. He didn't say that, but that was the vibe that I was getting. But I forgot to put that in there. And she was like, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, when I was picking up that tray for food that we had made for Grace, Gail in the middle of the night that she did not eat, she felt that somebody was looking at her. And then she thought she saw a naked figure walk by. I said, girl, you did see a whole naked figure walk by. It was doggone it, the son. I can't think, Jason. He was in the background walking by being extra creepy. That's what he was doing. The next thing we see, Jason is called her personally to come to his room because he can't find his mouthwash. And she's like, sir, I can get you some more mouthwash. Well, can you go in there and look to see if I misplaced it? And she goes into the bathroom. I was like, girl, this don't look too good. This don't look too good at all. So she was like, here it is. He's like, oh, yeah, thank you. And when she goes to put it back up, he's taking his whole shirt off and he is posing by the door like this is supposed to do something. Like she's supposed to get hot and bothered by him standing there. I'm like, no, sir. I'm going to need you to put your shirt back on and I need you to scoot on beside, to the side. Just right there. You know how you standing right here? I need you over here. He's sitting up there posing like she's supposed to get all hot and bothered. I'm like, no, sir, not with that body that you have right there. There was no muscle definition that you had going on. Boo-boo. So, over here, I'm going to need you to be over here. You right here right now, but I need you to be over here in a second. Thank you. He up there talking about somehow she looks younger than what she is. I was like, do you like little girls? Is this what you trying to tell us? Like, I don't know, like the mom and daddy already said, they keeping a good eye on him. So he better not be out here doing anything. This is not like the governor's mansion. These is whole different people. He done something. So y'all, Gail had she got one more time to get ugly. That's all I got to say. Because Priscilla goes to her room, knocks on the door because it's breakfast time. She not at the table for breakfast. So Veronica tells Priscilla, go get that child in there and tell her to come on. Tell her I said come on. So she goes into the room. She knocks first, goes into the room. This gal in here taking they topless selfies. And they got the nerve, you wanted to embarrass me. First of all, how would I know you in here taking a topless selfie? Can you answer that question? Where is that butler son? He tried to rape me. And she was like, oh, did he rape you or did he try to rape you? What are you saying? He tried to rape me. She was like, I don't believe it. I've known him since he was a little boy and he wouldn't do anything like that. You ever heard of Emmett Till? She was like, who? She was like, Emmett Till was an innocent young man, an innocent teenage boy who was accused of something and was brutally murdered. I know who that is. You're so stupid. I'm like, girl, you got one more time. You got one more time. So Richard, he finally gets to work. Let me make sure I'm not skipping anything out. Okay, yeah. He gets to work and he's like, I'm just going to get this over with because nobody is talking about how Gail has accused Barry of rape. It's just like it never happened. So Richard goes in there to get him their coffee and Richard tells him, my son is incapable of doing anything like that. He's like, you calling my daughter a liar? He was like, no, I'm just saying that my son is incapable of doing something like that. He's been coming here since he was a little boy. He's, played with, the children from the last few administrations, so he wouldn't do anything like that. He's like, you're fired. So he's like, okay. He wouldn't even let me take his glove off. He's like, he fired me. So that's what Motang added to on the stress he got in his life. Because this doggone it, I want to call her a heifer, but heifer seems befitting right now. She didn't want no accused Barry of raping her. He can go to jail. Now you done cost this man his job. Now, as evil as Veronica is, I'm glad she stood up and didn't just let this innocent man get fired. I'm happy about that. She evil. Like the whole family got something going on. The daddy don't seem like he want the job. He out here cheating. The son seem like he got a little bit of rapiness in him. Gail, she ain't nothing but a little bit of a whole lot of a liar. And Veronica, she evil. At least to her kids and her husband. And a little bit to the staff. She said, you just gonna sit there and carry this lie to your grave? That boy didn't rape her. He didn't do that. He's like, you don't trust her. He's like, there's cameras everywhere in the White House. Just go to the cameras and see for yourself. And then Gail was like, no, he didn't rape me. And she's like, yeah, you need to get that man his job back. Okay? I was like, yeah. So this last little scene, second to the last little scene, like, something wrong with Kyle. Because one, let me close this door. He done already got told by Donald several times that don't come to my house, don't sit outside my house, I don't need you escort me to work, I don't need you driving me to work. He's turning into a stalker. So I'm going to put somebody else on my detail. Do you understand that? You, Kyle, don't be around me or my wife. Do you understand that? So we see Kyle go to, down there where they holding Bobby at in the little underground secret location. He done just had surgery, I'm assuming. And, I guess one of the Secret Service agents there is there to make sure he don't escape or anything. But apparently, Bobby and Kyle know each other. Kyle, and I'm not surprised one bit because it seemed like, okay, I could see Kyle sending Bobby over there to, have sex with, what's her name? Lily. So he can catch it on tape, so he can show Donald, so Donald will leave Lily and be with him. I could totally see that. And that seems like a plot line for Tyler Perry's shows. So Kyle was saying, you wasn't there to have sex with her? He's like, I didn't have sex with her, I didn't do nothing. Kyle's going on about how he wants to rape Bobby. He had already, licked his blood. I'm like, that's what we doing, Kyle? We licking the blood off this man? He's like, oh, you look so good right there. Bobby's, help me up, help me up. This scene could have been cut down. We didn't need all that. What did you do? Because I sent him in over there. What did you do? Let me up. Give me some pills. Let me up. Ooh, you sure do look good. I could rape you right now. He didn't say the word rape, but no, I like being dominated. And then, as her walking off, ooh, your behind look good, thank you. And then smacks it. I'm like, you just say thank you to this man who... Yeah, what is going on here? Y'all, I did not understand, and I did not understand at all. But I could see and have these two in cahoots together. But like, how are you gonna explain this man who was handcuffed to a bed and you was the last person on watch that he gone? So Barry and Nancy, they at the police station to, report that, about the kidnapping. Like, hey, I have full custody of her. Her mom was part of the I don't know. I don't even want to say the Rakashaka cult that came, beat up my mama, took my little girl. The mama's name is Ruth. So the police lady leaves and come back. I was like, is she has any tattoos? Yeah. It says buried. Like, is this her? Ruth done got beat up and killed. So I guess they just wanted the baby and she was a sacrifice. Or was she a willing or unwilling sacrifice? Because she dead now, and now the little girl's still gone. Now, I'm pretty sure the police have some kind of intel on the Rakashaka. That's what I'm going to call them right now. The Rakashaka Rakas. Cults. So this episode, it was better. I'm glad that even though Veronica is like evilness, all kind of evilness in one, that she didn't sit there and let Richard lose his job because her daughter is a liar. I am glad about that. Like a little quickie, Veronica calls Lily up because she wants her to go shopping with her. She done found out where Mistress works at. So it was like, okay, cool. We gonna roll up on her. I need some new clothes. They already talking about what I've been wearing. So I want you to go shopping with me. Now, Lily is surprised because when she was doing a fitting for her dress, she didn't say more than 2 words for her. But now you want me to go shopping with you? Okay. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So, with my beautiful face, puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can become one of my peoples. If you're returning, you're a family member, you're one of my peoples, well, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. And this is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.